Hello guys, yes, it's your girl Jimmy Chris here again on another episode on The Scoop right here on XtraO. And you know, it is time to tell you stories that trended in the entertainment industry within the week. And in this week's story, if you were having an affair with Idris Elba or married him in your head, you know that he is off the market right now. And also in our stories, Medikal is offering $10,000 to anybody who finds his necklace. We'll show you the necklace in the stories. And unfortunately, one of the biggest movie producers in Hollywood, Daniel Singleton, has unfortunately kicked the bucket, and Tonto Dikeh is dishing out on everything that went down in her marriage with her ex-husband Churchill. We are going to give you all the stories when I come back. Don't forget to hit on our subscribe button and hit on the bell to get all of our notifications, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at XtraO TV. I will be right back. Welcome back guys. Now let's get into the stories. So I know this week most of you girls had your hearts broken over the news of Idris Elba getting married, right? I know we've been crashing on him forever. Well, unfortunately he is officially off the market as he got married to his fiancée Sabrina Dori in a beautiful simple ceremony in Morocco. Now the couple got engaged last year, and it also got some girls completely angry about him getting engaged to Sabrina and hoping they never got married. Well, sorry for you, but even though I am totally crushing on Idris and will forever crush on him, I wish him all the best in his marriage with Sabrina, the beautiful Sabrina. Yeah, she is cute. Now this becomes Idris Elba's fourth marriage. Yeah, he already had 3 marriages in the past, and Sabrina becomes the 4th woman he has been married to, and we wish the couple all the best. I wish they have a very beautiful, perfect marriage. Now let's move on to our next story, and in our next story, Ghanaian rapper Medikal has offered to give out cash of $10,000 to anybody who finds his necklace. Now he says he lost his in Sunyane and he is willing to give in the cash to anybody who finds it. So if you do, or you found this necklace anywhere, know that it is from Medikal and you should take it to him to collect your $10,000. Yeah, so that is the news. Now we are moving on to our next story, which is unfortunately a sad one, as Hollywood film producer John Daniel Singleton has unfortunately kicked the bucket. He is one of the oldest film producers in Hollywood. If you remember Boys and the Hood, then you know who he is. He was the producer for that movie, which was one of the biggest movies in his time. Well, he is said to have fallen ill last month, where he was taken to the hospital and he unfortunately suffered a stroke, and his family had to put him on life support. But his family had to take him off the life support on Wednesday, and in a statement they released, they actually did say that it was a very hard decision for the family, and they did it after careful considerations and all that with John's doctor. So we wish the family all the best in this hard time. Taraji P. Henson seems to be very close to him, as she took to her Instagram page to share the news, and he talked about how Singleton gave her her big break in Baby Boy. If you remember that movie, yeah, that was the first time Taraji was given a movie role, and according to her, it was Daniel who gave her that shot. So she was very heartbroken of his passing. So we wish the family all the strength and we wish him a peaceful rest. Okay, let's move on to our next story. Nigerian actress Tonto Dikeh is in the news this week. She is trending, and for what reason? Well, you remember her marriage to one Churchill. Like, after her marriage, she was on social media talking about how good her husband is treating her and all the things he is buying for her, but it turned out they were having a really bad time in their marriage. She was being beaten all the time, having arguments. It was a total mess, and they actually had to depart. That is divorce. The story keeps going on and on. It dies and then it comes back, and this time Tonto says, hey, I'm going to tell my story. I know you guys are tired of it, but I'm going to tell the story now and get it done with. And she is on YouTube talking about how it all went down. According to her, her husband is a Yahoo guy. She once saw him in a room full of red candles with a cloth around her waist with her laptop in her hand, and it signifies like the husband was into some ritual things. According to her, the husband and the family, with the guy's mother included, they all held her, beat her up, and it was like a total mess. That was the reason she decided to divorce her husband. She is saying a whole lot of things. She says her husband is under 1 minute man, have you heard about, right? A whole lot of information is going out as Tonto takes us inside what went on with her marriage to this Churchill man. So like, if you want more information, you can go to her YouTube and get it there. Now on to our next story. Mr. Idris seems to be doing a lot for the African music industry, and he has actually revealed plans of coming up with a music distribution platform to support independent African artists. On last week Saturday, he actually made a tweet which has got people applauding him and giving him the vim to go ahead, and I am one of those people. Well, in the tweet he wrote, soon I'm gonna launch my own music distribution platform purely geared to service independent African artists get their music to the world. And this tweet has got everybody applauding him for this genius mind, and we totally can't wait to see this happen in Africa. Mr. Idris has been doing a lot to help up and coming artists. He has set up Empower to discover up and coming talents in Africa. He's helping young artists put their music out there. He even sponsored Kwesiata's Wara music video. Yeah, so Mr. Idris is totally doing so well helping up and coming artists in Africa, and we are totally rooting and praying that he actually brings this genius thought to mind. So Mr. Idris, we can't wait to see you bring this to life, so make it happen. Yeah, now we are moving on to our next story, and songstress Efia is saying that she deserved to win the Artist of the Decade award at this year's VGMAs. It looks like everybody is saying they deserve to win, so who actually deserves to win? Well, she did say this in an interview with Miss G last week, saying that she has been relevant in the past decade, producing songs, making collaborations with international African artists. So if we are looking at it, she has been relevant in the past decade, and she totally deserves to win the award. What do you think that she deserves to win the award? Well, you can let us know in the comment section, but we can't wait to see who actually picks up this award. Now moving on to our next story, comedian actor Calibos was involved in an accident this week. Don't panic, he is doing well. Fortunately, thanks to God, there were no casualties. He was fine, but his car is a total wreck right now. He was on his way to Sunyane for the movie premiere of their new movie Away Bus. Yeah, and according to reports, the accident happened around Nkoko, so the car is currently at the Nkoko police station as investigations are ongoing. He was in the car with 2 other people, but they are all doing great. He took to his social media platform to thank God for saving him from the accident, saying no weapon formed against him shall prosper. We are totally glad to know that he is okay. Now we are moving on to our very last story, and we are talking billboards. Yes, the 2019 this year's Billboard Awards came off on Wednesday at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, which was hosted by Kelly Clarkson. And guess what? Drake picked up 12 awards. Can you actually believe that? 12 damn awards, and this makes it 27 in total. Like, that is the awards Drake has picked at the Billboard. Cardi B picked up 6 awards, and Maroon 5 picked up 4 awards. And Drake's 12 awards is like the most awards ever picked at the Billboard. So congratulations to all the winners. Now this is the end of our stories on the scoop this week. We are moving on to our video of the week.